Hi, my name is Bill Sampson. I'm a certified prosthetist here at Sampson's Prosthetic and Orthotic Lab. We have several patients here today in our office that are all levels, upper and lower limb amputees, and we are incorporating the high fidelity socket interface, and we're fitting them with this new technology. We have a upper limb above elbow amputee that we had just fit the high fidelity socket to, incorporating surface electrodes for this individual who is an excavator, and he works several hours a day doing excavating. So we had fit him with the high fidelity socket. We've attached a ergo or automatic forearm balancing elbow along with a electronic terminal device and an electronic wrist rotator. So he can control both functions, i.e. opening up the terminal device and pronating and supinating the terminal device with the use of two surface electrodes that are positioned over, one is positioned over the bicep, the other over the tricep muscles, and he also has another control where he can co-contract two muscle signals, firing two muscles at the same time, in order to switch the hand function to the wrist and wrist back to the hand.
Typically, when we discuss prosthetic components, prostheses, most of the attention goes on the hardware, the feet, the terminal devices or hands, elbows. We pay attention more to that because that's typically what makes the headlines in the news. What we often forget about, though, and what I think is the most important part of the prosthesis, is actually the socket or the interface. And I have an example here of a traditional design, and if you notice inside, you can see that it's fairly generic in its shape. It doesn't have a lot of contours. It basically fits around the limb and adopts the shape of the person's limb. The problem with that is the femur, the bone inside that limb, is able to move around far too easily inside the socket. So a person is losing energy as they ambulate. So the moment they start moving, what actually moves first is the bone inside the socket. And then the prosthesis responds, making the prosthesis feel uncomfortable, heavy, and they use a lot more energy to walk. At Biodesigns, what we've created is called the high fidelity interface. And we call it the high fidelity interface because we capture skeletal motion with fidelity, with much more precision. So as you can see, we have indentations that traverse the entire length of the socket, 4 of them to be precise, and then we have relief areas in between those struts. And what that allows us to do is get much closer to the bone, such that when the person begins to move their skeleton, the prosthesis instantly responds. And why that's important is that they save a lot more energy when they walk, it feels a lot lighter, and most importantly, it feels like it's a part of them. It captures their skeletal motion very efficiently, and it's extremely comfortable. And we have not had a single person go back to the old traditional style of socket technology.
We're only one of 2 P&O facilities in the world that are licensed to fit the high fidelity socket interface. And so far, the feedback that we've been getting from individuals that we've been fitting has been positive.
All right, I put my leg on pretty much every day at about 6:30 in the morning, and it's on until 11:30, 12 o'clock at night when I finally go to bed. And it's come a long way from the prosthetics I've had in the future, just able to clear obstacles, and even just something as simple as getting in and out of your vehicle. It's great for going up or downstairs, where my other one I could just go downstairs. I've had it for about 3 weeks now, and it just really frees up your mind to walk on level terrain, uneven terrain. Even in the dark, when you can't see, sometimes I'll go out and walk around my yard at night and stuff, and walk around outside with the dog or whatever, and it's been a great product so far.
We had one individual that commented that it's basically bringing them back or closer to having two intact limbs. And that's our goal here. And that's our satisfaction that we get if we can bring an individual from either a traumatic loss or the traumatic loss of a limb or because of vascular disease. We can hopefully restore their function, be able to become independent with the use of new technology.
It's the high fidelity interface, and I'm here working with Bill Sampson, and we're fitting quite a few patients in it, and so far we've had nothing but great success.
You know, we are working on a lot of new technology in the field of prosthetics and orthotics, and we're excited about it. I think really what our passion is to be able to restore patients or individuals' activities of daily living and to become independent again.